remember when you used to do the Star Spangled Banner at the Cowboys game.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm from Dallas.
Started there. It all started there.
I know, that's where it all started.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you ready to do this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Hold on,
it is so
we need
nice
Seamus
to meet you.
photobombing you because this is too much.
Yes, just sit behind me for the whole interview. That's
Right, whenever she does
Is he
it,
your
it
good
might
luck
be
charm?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
Can't you tell?
I think I saw him on TikTok with you.
Oh yes.
Hello, I am loving your TikTok
Oh,
videos.
thank you.
So much fun.
That's all. Thank
you. They are so much fun.
I would never. I'm like, she does all my social media stuff. And thank God for her.
I want to see you jump without bending your knees. That is so impressive.
You can do it.
I've seen that.
His knee can't. He's about to get a knee replacement, so he can't join us in that
That's
game.
the one he wasn't allowed to.
Yeah, he can't join us in that game.
You can go pretty high.
I mean, you can try.
I tried to last night. My husband's like, you're gonna.
You can't do it in heels.
All right.
You're gonna break an ankle.
I'll have to take them off. But
Yeah,
my
you're
husband tried doing it. He did it. He just didn't go very high.
Yeah. No, we usually stay at oh my God, the Thompson is always an amazing little hotel, and they have such a good they have a great restaurant, the Monarch. Have you been to the Monarch yet?
Is that in?
It's in the Thompson Hotel.
Is that in Fort Worth?
No, it's downtown Dallas. You have to go. It's so good. So I always go there.
I have heard about the Monarch.
It's really good. So I always go there just so I can eat there.
What's your favorite meal there?
Oh my gosh. They do a little bit of different little everything. Their meatballs are absolutely incredible, and then they do this bread. I'm not a huge bread person, but when it's good bread, I'm all about it. So they do this like focaccia that's insane. So yeah.
Fortunately, I am a big bread. I call myself a breadivore.
A breadivore.
Unfortunately, my husband says we need to go to Paris.
Oh yes.
That is the
Yes.
premier.
Get yourself a great baguette. Oh, so good. So good.
And I love the makeup, the very glowy.
Oh, thanks.
J-Lo, natural look.
Yes, the sun-kissed look.
Yes, the
Like,
sun-kissed. I tried to do it today. I don't know if I
you did
accomplished
very
it.
well. You did very well.
Now, do you have someone to help you with your makeup, or?
I actually did my own makeup
Good
today. Yeah, thanks. I can't sit for. I mean, I do, but I've sat my whole life in a hair and makeup chair, and it's like somebody did my hair, and then I was like, I gotta just do it fast to get over with. Yeah.
You're rolling.
Okay.
So first of all, let's talk about your roots in Garland. I know you were home, like you said, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Tell us about those roots for those who don't know.
Oh yeah, I was born in Mississippi, but I grew up in Garland, and then I grew up on a tour bus from the time I was 13. So, but I mean, Texas was really like my home, for so long. So yeah, it was nice to go back to my hometown and play, the square, and it's changed so much. So it's so cool down there.
When you're there, what do you feel?
I mean, there's a lot of nostalgia for sure. I haven't been back to Garland per se in a while. My godmother still lives there, so if I go there, I go straight to her house, and I don't really kind of look around. But I visited Club Hill Elementary, where we're in school, and like all the places, the Pecan Knoll apartments where I used to live, and everything's just so different. But there's a lot of nostalgia, a little bit of, I mean, to be honest, a little bit of pain. I mean, there wasn't like I didn't have the easiest of childhoods. But it all kind of comes flooding back. I mean, I think anybody can relate to that when you visit home. Like, there's just so many layers of different emotions that hit you.
Do you think you overcame that pain through your music?
Oh, yeah. I mean, music was definitely an outlet for me to be able to express what was underneath, that I don't know if I, as a child, could, like, verbally express. So, yeah, music was definitely a form of therapy, and still is, I mean. For sure.
You talk about growing up on a tour bus. Now that I have a child who's 11 years old, that's kind of when you came up with your first album. Who kind of helped you with that? I mean, were you homeschooled? And you talked about how you went to school. Was there a teacher?
Yeah, I had a tutor on the road, and I had finished 6th grade in public school, and then I took a placement test and skipped 7th and 8th grade and moved to 9th grade and took all my courses out of Texas Tech University, and I finished 4 years of high school in like 3 years, 2.5, 3 years. So it was 4 hours of school every day, and then a ton of interviews and the show. So, I mean, I'm glad I was so young. I had all the energy in the world. Like, if you gave me that schedule now, I'd be done. I'd be in bed with the covers over my head. But yeah, I was so young that it was just, that was my life.
Who was that one teacher who stands out to you, the one mentor who made a
Oh
difference?
my gosh. I had a lot of amazing teachers. I really did. There was my second grade teacher, Miss Troutman, was the coolest teacher. She loved shoes, so she taught with shoes, and like everything was, all of her math was done around shoes, and like it was just a great way to like embed it in your mind. And then my third grade teacher, Miss Davis, was an incredible teacher. I mean, I really like all of my teachers were really good, but my second, third grade teachers were definitely major influences for sure.
I hope they see this.
I hope so too. I love them.
Let's talk about today. I know you're here for a very important reason. You have the ability to use your voice and your platform to raise awareness for so many efforts. What has inspired you to become an advocate in the fight against breast cancer?
Women. I mean, women and women's health has been so underfunded for decades now. And, you know, to be here celebrating women with this luncheon and raising money for, you know, supporting women through their journey with breast cancer and, you know, in the development of new treatment. I mean, it's so important. I'm a 41-year-old woman. It's something that's definitely on my mind. And yeah, I mean, just the community of women, I think, is really important. Anytime we can support each other.
How have you been impacted personally by breast cancer?
Yeah, so my husband's mom, my mother-in-law has had breast cancer in the past. My tour manager's wife has had breast cancer. It's been my dear friend, her mom passed away from breast cancer years ago. So it's been, you know, something that's been kind of in my sphere for a long time. I don't know if there's anybody that's not touched by not only breast cancer, but cancer at some point in, you know, within their family. So, you know, it's a battle we all are connected by. And like I said, as a woman, you know, it's really important for me to raise my voice in support of other women, for sure.
What inspires you about the impact women can have when they come together to support a cause like this?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's, you know, I think women have been so shut down. Their voices have been shut down for years. I mean, for centuries. And, you know, when we raise our voices together, the impact that we have as women is massive. And, you know, to know as women that we're not alone in any of our fights, whether it be breast cancer or just the fight of being a woman in this world and walking through this world is really important. So I think we're seeing, look, I mean, $40 million raised in the last 24 years. I think that's so impactful. That is, the proof is in the pudding right there, what women can do when they raise their voices together.
So when you speak today, what do you want people to take away from your speech?
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm singing today, which is always really fun. And I think there's power in words and music and reminding people. My last song is a song called There Will Be a Better Day. And yeah, I'll cry talking about it. I know I'm going to already.
Why?
Because, I mean, I have a heart. I have a beating heart as a woman. And, you know, to know, I know my own struggles, you know, and it, you know, our struggles are what, they're what connects, it's what connects us, you know, and to know, you know, I've been through so much in my own health journey with psoriasis and in hiding with that for so long, and now being able to voice that and talk about it is so rewarding and freeing. And, you know, I think that being able to connect in this room with so many women and reminding us all, like sometimes we can't see, and you know, in the cloudiness of everything we're going through, sometimes we can't envision a better day for ourselves, but that it is there. And sometimes with our health, all we need is like a spark of momentum to realize, oh, there is a different story that can be told within this body. And I think, you know, hopefully that's what I'll remind people of today.
You talk about that battle with psoriasis. I know you've been open about depression and anxiety. And you talk about how you can talk about it now and you couldn't back then. What's the difference?
Oh, growth, age, wisdom. You know, as a child, I think especially as a woman in this world, like we have this definition and idea of beauty that if we're not living up to, then we feel like we're falling short. And I know I've broken down all of those barriers for myself, and knowing that there's so many people that struggle with psoriasis in this world. And I guess it was a few years ago, I put a picture of myself up on Instagram with, I had a really bad breakout. And I've talked about psoriasis for a long time, but I've actually never had a breakout for people to see. And I wanted people to see it wasn't BS. Like I actually have it and deal with it. And so when I put that up, I did not expect the amount of response from people that were just, you know, whether either they had it or they didn't have it, it was just like, thank you for being so real. because that does break down barriers for people and reminding people like we're all human, and that idea of beauty that we have, it just needs to crumble.
Well, when you talk about it, depression and anxiety, and admitting that you've battled it, I mean, think about all the other people you can help by that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and it's not only it's helping others, but it's also helping myself. Like it's to feel connected in something that can feel so isolating, is important. And I think that conversation just starts the connection of thousands and thousands of people.
What advice would you have for someone who is dealing with a loved one who is battling breast cancer or any other diagnosis?
Oh, bless them. Bless them for taking care of the sick. I mean, I know in moments of sickness for myself, just like, the amount of weight that can put on those around me, and they have to uphold as much as I do, so thank you. I mean, that's really, I know it takes a lot out of those around to be able to support those that they love, and so yeah, it's a beautiful thing that they do.
I saw you brought your husband Eddie. I did not expect him to be here today.
Yes.
I was excited to see him because I was reading up on him last night, and I was telling him, and I think you heard a little bit. His parents are Cuban. So has he taught you Spanish?
No, very little, very little. Every once in a while they'll start talking in Spanish, and I'll understand like a word or two, and yeah. Muy piquito. Are you Cuban?
My husband's half Cuban.
Okay.
So my mother-in-law, in fact, she was on the Peter Pan flights, refugees to the United States back in the 1950s. She's got quite a story.
I bet.
But about her later.
Yes.
Let's talk about your family,
Yeah.
Eddie and the boys. How's everyone doing?
Everyone's amazing. My stepsons are 20 and 16, and they're massive little young men, and yeah, they're really, really good. So I'm really blessed. My family's, yeah, they're good kids, and I love my husband's adorable.
I know that you guys co-parent.
Mm-hmm.
What is it like managing co-parenting?
Oh gosh, I mean, anybody who co-parents knows that it's a journey. We learn a lot of patience. I think for me, like, cultivating patience, I'm not a patient person. Actually, I would call myself a patient person now. But in the past, like, patience has not been my thing. And I think my stepchildren and just that the whole, working with that blended family unit has taught me a lot about patience and the respect for other people and other people's traumas and dramas and feelings and the whole deal. So yeah, I mean, we're at a very calm place. I mean, Eddie and I are both very calm, and so we like to keep it that way in our household.
So you're an award-winning musician. You started a podcast. You're a wife, like you said, stepmom. How do you're managing a lot and you're balancing a lot. What advice do you give to others who want to get involved with causes but really just feel like they don't have the time?
Oh my gosh, just one simple thing. Like, just move in the direction of what you can do with your time. Open your heart to the causes that, matter to you, where you feel like that you connect. I think passion is super important, right, in life. Like, no matter what you're doing with work or with those that you love or with causes that you choose to support, follow your passion. And, it'll all kind of lay itself out perfectly, I truly believe.
You talk about, and I can relate, how I truly did not feel like I was a patient person until I hit 40.
Okay, yes.
And I had kids.
Yes, well, kids will do it to you for sure, for sure.
So you recently had a big birthday.
Yes.
And you posted a picture of you and Eddie in hot tubs. And
Oh yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, we were in Big Sur. I love nature. Like, I love being amongst trees, and anytime for my birthday, I go directly to nature. For my 40th, we were in Vancouver. For 41, we were in Big Sur, and I just love like being amongst that. It's just something so grounding for me. So
And there was kind of a message turning 41 that you wanted to get out to your fans.
oh, there was. What did I say? What did I say?
Growth and being out in nature.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was just, for me, like, I feel like my 40s have been really grounding. They've been really good so far. It's this time when you just, you just care a little less about what everybody else thinks, and you start living life from the inside out, and instead of worrying about, how it looks to others. I think that's the most important thing. When you make that shift to what feels good to me and what's important to me and what brings me joy, And then, I even do that with my concerts. It's like, what do I want to communicate? What's gonna make me feel good? And then invite people into that space instead of worrying about like, what do people want to hear? Like every time you switch that frame of mind, I think it shifts your life completely.
What's your favorite song to perform in concert?
Oh God, I don't know.
I know. I get the same question sometimes. What's your favorite story?
I know.
But there's got to be one that is easier, that gets a bigger reaction.
There's plenty of mine. That do, of course, get major reactions. But I personally we do Crazy, Patsy Cline's Crazy in my show, and I grew up singing it. And it's something that I feel like I almost get lost in. It's like it's like breathing for me to sing that song. And it's just smooth. It's just like my voice kind of rides on air. And that to me is just, it's so easy. It just kind of flows out. That for me personally, like singing that is one of my favorite things.
Was she your inspiration?
One of them, yeah, for sure. My dad brought me up on her music from when I was really young. So
Who was the other one?
Oh my God, there's everybody: Janis Joplin, Whitney Houston, Reba. God, like so many. Some Barbara Streisand, like.
You know what I heard? That Taylor Swift has said you were her inspiration.
I know.
Have you heard that?
Yes, she used to come to my shows when she was really young with signs, like, yeah. It's wild to see what she's done. It's been amazing to see that.
Have you had a chance to meet her?
Oh yeah, many times over the years. She's very sweet.
What did she say to you?
She always freaks out when she sees me. She probably would now. She's older, but when she was little, she was like, she'd just get these big eyes and was always mesmerized, like, to be in my presence. It was very, very sweet. So, yeah, I mean, she, I was her inspiration growing up. I know I did that with, I think the person that I freaked out the most with was Bette Midler. I was backstage at the Billboard Music Awards, and they said she wanted to meet me. And I've watched speeches like over and over and over and over again, like when I was a kid. And she looked at me and she said, "Thank you so much for Blue. Like, it made me want to sing again." And I was like, what? I just lost it. So, they say don't meet your heroes, but all of mine that I've met have been pretty cool.
That's so awesome. Okay, the rocking chair on TikTok.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Oh, yes.
Rocking chair.
I have never had anything strange on my rider for Backstage. It's always been like yogurt and turkey and Celsius and whatever else. But now I have a rocking chair on my rider, and it's because when I'm home, I have this those workout balls that like bounce. So I sit on them when I warm up because it just helps me not think about what I'm doing, gets my mind off of everything. And I thought, well, they've got to be able to provide a rocking chair backstage, because that would be the next best thing. And I just love rocking chairs. I mean, who doesn't? So that is what I have on my rider. And now we rate it every place we go, because some are a little sketchy, some are really nice. So yeah, it's kind of become a thing now.
You're a thing on social media.
I am.
Social media is tricky.
Yeah.
It's a great way to communicate. It's also it can be such a beast to handle. How do you get a grip of it?
I mean, I don't do it myself. That's the thing. I mean, I'm on there and I'll respond to people and say hello, and I see people's comments and that kind of thing. But when it comes to like editing, posting, and all that stuff, my dear friend does that for me, and thank God, because I'm not very tech savvy, so I don't even know where to begin with editing anything. So.
Do you enjoy it?
I enjoy doing like filming stuff. Yeah. I mean, we just like to be silly backstage, and my humanity is super important for me to bring to what I do, and we just goof around and put a camera on all of us, and with some really great editing, I look really funny. But
is there anything we haven't touched on today that you wanted to make sure that you?
No, I think you've covered it all.
Well,
That's
there's
great.
one last thing I
Okay.
want you to do, and it just goes back to why you're here today.
Yep.
And I think about all the people right now who really suffering from breast cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like for you to look directly at the camera and give a message directly to North Texans who are battling breast cancer right now.
Yeah, I'm sending you so much love. You are not alone. You're not alone on your journey, and I think that's the most important thing when we're in the midst of suffering and battling what we think our body has failed us. Know that there is a possibility of a different story. Know that there is a possibility of healing, and remember that in your darkest moments, and know that we're all here supporting you.
and we love you.